Kina da yo. Hello everyone, next is Kina Via here. With baseball for the gameplay. I just wanted to play some games that I had from my childhood. Whether or not I'm good or bad is anyone's guess. USA mode, JPN mode. おはようございます。こんにちは。こんばんは。X キニビルです。この動画は、ベースボール、野球、任天堂ベースボール。ごめんなさい。I remember playing this game when I was a kid. Back when there weren't too many games that I had, at least not from the Game Boy library. I never had a Game Boy Color, or I never had the original Game Boy itself. I've had cousins and friends who have had the Super Game Boy for their Super Nintendo, but I didn't have that, and I didn't have the Super Nintendo either. So now I actually get a chance to play on the Super Famicom, and I get to play the Game Boy games on there as well. Oh no, double out. But there weren't too many games that I grew up with on the Game Boy. I did have a lot of Game Boy Advance games though. I guess I did share a few Game Boy Color games with my cousin, but I think I mostly played Game Boy Advance games. I think that's gonna get caught, isn't it? Yep. Out. I'm not very good at baseball. But I was digging through my carts, and I was like, oh yeah, I still have this one. This is on Nintendo Switch Online, so if you ever wanted to just play someone online, you could do that. So if there are any games that are shared on the Switch Online, but I have the physical copy of, then more than likely I will showcase it here. Mostly because I like actually messing with the messing with this here. The Super Game Boy is really cool. I like the options and stuff that you have for the different borders and stuff. That's a foul. Okay. Oh, I can also change the other color too. Instead of it just being stark green like this, actually, funnily enough, I could do the OG Game Boy color, which obviously doesn't look the best, but that's the funny thing too. I never had the original Game Boy either. So the first handheld I ever had was the Game Boy Advance original. And then after that, I ended up getting the Game Boy Advance SP, which I still have. It's the silver one, so it was the first one. I am really bad at baseball. But playing these games in the car was really fun. Like, I didn't dislike it. Hario. It was just something to try, something to do. Wasn't anything too big. Just something to keep your hands busy, something to keep your eyes busy. But it was really, really nice to just put in the game in the system, take it with you, and just play. And over time, you probably got better at the game as well. But it's very chill. Nice. Oh, I could have had that one. Oh well. I could have had them, but I wasn't paying attention. Game Boy only had A button, B button, start, select. So, and D-pad. So you can imagine. I can't even get the ball. Oh no. So they scored already because I couldn't even grab the ball. So yeah, the game is janky, as you would expect. It is an original Game Boy game. With the name just baseball, right? So okay, Ochi. Nice. Okay. Nomu. Strike. Strike 2. Okay. I don't even think there's a run. There's just, you know, pay attention to the shadow on the ground and hope that you actually get it. So I'm definitely going to lose here. But revisiting this isn't bad. I like coming back to this because it brings back memories of what I used to do. It's like excess. Is the game good? Not really. But is it something to do? Absolutely. Was it something that I did when I was younger? Absolutely. Do I usually play sport games? Not at all. But that's the funny thing about having a limited library back in the day. Or just in general. Think about the first console or first handheld game that you had. And I guess you didn't really complain about it at the time. You just played it. Back to the cabbage. But there is definitely something about playing games on older tech in the current year. It brings a different experience. So, and I would like to do more of these. So I will probably do more of these as well. Just something to look at, something to listen to, and stuff like that. Want to try a different color here. Oh, this looks more like, I guess, a hockey field, huh? So now it looks more like ice. Winter baseball. Oh, foul. Funnily enough, though, sports games can be fun. Even if you're not a fan of the genre video game-wise, sports games can be fun to play. Even if you have no idea what you're doing. I am not going to get a single point, funnily enough. But that is okay. I'm definitely gonna delve more into more games though that I do have. Least I can do is get back to batting again, which probably won't happen because I'm too bad at catching the ball. It's not letting me grab the ball. Oh, because the back character was hitting against the wall. That's why. That's unfortunate. Oh well. しょうがないな. Okay. Strike. Always missed the first two. and then hit the third. So now they're probably going to score. No, they're not running anymore. But they could have. Huddle. But yeah, it's definitely not an easy game to play. And imagine hooking. Oh, the game ended, so I lost then. But like, imagine playing the game and hooking it up with a friend, linking it together with a link cable, right? And I think this was only 2 players, so. But yeah, that was a huge blowout. I lost immediately. But yeah, this game is on NSO. If you grew up with this, let me know in the comments. I think I would like to know of your childhood experiences and stuff like that with growing up with games and stuff. I think that'll be it for this video though. So if you enjoyed, I hope you will continue to look at more of my content. I'm Kina Vira, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye. Matane.